In the next 7 minutes, I'm going to reveal the 13 mind-blowing AI wealth secrets the top 1% of digital entrepreneurs are using to generate seven-figure passive incomes, even though they are forbidden by international law in 17 of the 45 continents of the world. Welcome back, BS Truth Seekers, to my 100th YouTube video. As always, we're documenting the most dangerous contradictions in the AI revolution, the gap between what companies say they're doing with artificial intelligence and what they're actually doing. AI is already eliminating jobs while corporations hide behind euphemisms. I looked that word up. I'm not going to tell you if you don't know what it means. This was the name of the channel when it first started, Laughing with Lincoln. I had Abraham Lincoln on, and I should show you sometime the pictures just in the short time that I did that. It was about 6 months in the transformation from him looking like a cartoon into looking like a real person. It actually got a little bit sad to me that we had to say goodbye. And since nobody was watching the channel that way, they didn't understand it. What I was trying to do was make AI accessible and, not scary, demystifying AI to people in the X generation that may not understand it. I was trying to just kind of ease my way into it, but nobody was watching. Nobody understood that. And so I changed just to me. Actually, I changed to something called Human something or other, and then changed to me based on the advice of a good friend. And I don't know where my glasses are. I can't find them. Yesterday, this is a true story, I found them outside on a windowsill after I had earlier been cleaning out the condensate line from my air conditioner, which if you don't, there they are, which is, if you don't do that, you should if you have an air conditioner. Just take a shop vac, put your hand over the opening or the hose where you connect it into the condensate line. That's the line that drips the condensation from your AC unit outside. Find that. A lot of times it'll be shaped like a candy cane. And you can just put your hand over it, or you can use duct tape or something and tape that to the condensate line and clean that out every once in a while. That'll keep your air conditioner running better. Helpful tip. Not only do we do AI here, we also do home improvement. Okay, the layoff contradiction. Let's start with the most revealing story of the week. According to a CNBC report, major companies are deliberately hiding AI's role in recent layoffs by using vague corporate language like reorganization, restructuring, and optimization. We've already been talking about this, but apparently, I guess somebody at CNBC saw my episode and decided to report on it, obviously. IBM, who was unusually honest when its CEO admitted that they replaced 200 HR employees with AI chatbots. Fintech company Klarna has been transparent that AI helped them shrink their workforce from 5,000 to 3,000 employees. These companies are the exceptions. Plus, Klarna went all AI in and then went all AI out and put your right foot in and you shake it all about because the things that they were trying to replace didn't work, remember? And according to Christine Ng, an instructor at Harvard University, what we're likely seeing is AI-driven workforce reshaping without the public acknowledgement. Very few organizations are willing to say, we're replacing people with AI, even when that's effectively what's happening. The most revealing evidence, the timing of these layoffs. As Candace Scarborough, a cybersecurity director, points out, these cuts align suspiciously well with the rollout of large AI systems. That suggests the jobs are being eliminated after AI tools are introduced and not before. Which maybe they're finally wising up and figuring out that a lot of these things don't work as advertised, so they're making sure they do before they replace the workers. Seems like a giant duh to you and me, but we're not corporate CEOs, are we? In other words, companies are deploying AI, confirming it works, and eliminating us human types, all while claiming these cuts are about efficiency despite record-breaking profits and stock prices. Aha! That's what it's all about, boys and girls, money. Almost everything in this world is about money. You can say that it's not, you don't live your life that way, and I agree. Money's a big, giant pain in the arse, if you ask me. But almost everything, when you think about it, comes down to money, or the fear of losing money through lawsuits. Again, when I was on the school board, that's how we operated a lot of the time, was worrying about whatever we did, would this cause a lawsuit? It's a great way to operate, fear. While companies deny AI is replacing workers, they're at the same time celebrating breathtaking AI achievements. This week, OpenAI announced that their experimental reasoning model solved 5 out of 6 problems on the 2025 International Math Olympiad, earning a gold medal level score. The IMO is the world's most prestigious mathematics competition for high school students, representing the absolute pinnacle of human mathematical talent. And don't say, well, they're only high schoolers. You look at some of these basically kids that OpenAI and Meta and all of them are fighting over. You look at their faces, they look like they're about, if they're 20 years old, it's a miracle. You're talking about the smartest of smart people, and you don't have to be a 40-year-old to be smart. A lot of 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds are extremely brilliant. A lot of those kids nowadays are multimillionaires because of that. They've started their own companies. They understand the technology, and then they've sold them, become millionaires or billionaires at the age of 20, 22 years old. What would that be like? I probably would have died. Let's see how fast this car can go. But here's the contradiction of this whole Olympiad story. OpenAI won't be releasing this model for several more months. The same company aggressively pushing consumer AI products is keeping its most capable models locked away. And so why are they doing that? Why? Well, because these models demonstrate just how capable AI has become at tasks previously thought to require human-level intelligence. Whenever the last couple episodes, we've been talking about this lull in AI, and that any day that could change with the release of GPT-5. And apparently what we're talking about here is actually a model beyond GPT-5 that they're talking about, but they don't release it to us yet. You can tell me why you think that is in the comment section. I have my thoughts. But anyway, Perplexity is something we don't talk about here a lot. I don't use Perplexity. I understand what it is. It's nice. But until right now, I really didn't see the reason for spending another $20 a month to get Perplexity. But so they just launched Comet, which is an AI-powered browser that can autonomously complete tasks on your behalf. Purchasing products on Amazon, booking restaurant reservations, sending emails, even posting on social media. It represents exactly the type of automation that could eliminate thousands of jobs. Sounds like an AI agent to me. How about you? We've talked about AI agents here a lot lately. And that's basically what Comet is a, besides being a reindeer, it is an AI agent. So it makes you wonder, which is it? Not about Perplexity, but about AI. Is it a revolutionary technology capable of solving Olympic-level math problems and autonomously navigating the web? Or is it an assistive tool that augments workers rather than replacing them? Companies want to have it both ways, celebrating their technological breakthroughs while denying the inevitable human consequences. New shimmer is a floor wax. It's a dessert topping. It's a floor wax, you towel. Hey, calm down, you two. New shimmer is a floor wax and a dessert topping. Sorry. Saturday Night Live joke from the early 70s. There's another contradiction at the heart of the AI revolution, the gap between what companies say AI will do and for humanity and the massive resources they're consuming to build it. Mark Zuckerberg from Meta announced the company expects its first AI data center, supercluster. These guys love to name stuff. Supercluster. supercluster with more than a gigawatt capacity to come online in 2026 next year. He's planning to spend hundreds of billions of dollars on setting up the computing power necessary to build superintelligence. Their next cluster, codenamed Hyperion, will reach up to 5 gigawatts over several years, equivalent to the power consumption of all of Manhattan. The U.S. just announced Nexus, a supercomputer delivering over 400 quadrillion operations per second, equivalent to everyone in the world continuously performing 50 million calculations every second. Hope I wouldn't have to do more than one. I guess I would. Wouldn't even have to do one, right? Yeah, there's a lot more than 50 million people in the world, but whatever. It will have 330 trillion bytes of memory and 10 quadrillion bytes of flash storage. That's bigger than mine, wherever it is. Almost everybody's got one bigger than mine. Why are companies and governments investing these astronomical resources if AI is an assistive technology that only augments human workers rather than replacing them? The scale of these investments reveals the truth. They're building systems designed to perform intellectual tasks without us human types. They don't want our involvement nor need our involvement. Marathon Fusion even announced a breakthrough in transmuting mercury into gold using neutrons produced by fusion reactors. Didn't Rumple Foreskin do something like this already? Rumple Foreskin, Rumple Stillskin, Rumple. It's probably not Rumple Foreskin. Anyway, they claim their method can generate 5,000 kilograms of gold per year per gigawatt of energy generation. Beats a poke in the eye by a sharp stick, right? The contradictions extend to how the tech industry values AI talent. Last week, I told you Google paid $2.4 billion to hire Windsurf's team, while the startup somehow continues operating. By Windsurf's team, I just mean their top developers. This isn't a traditional acquisition. They're hiring the founders and licensing the IP while the startup continues under new leadership. Kevin Kwok calls these arrangements halos, H-A-L-O, hire and license out. And AI values it in products that go obsolete yearly. It's in teams who know how to ship at the frontier. Google doesn't want Windsurf's $80 million revenue stream. It wants people who can transform models into products. Anthropic, however, does want the team. They came in after Google was done, poaching who they wanted, and they bought the rest of the company. And, it's not like the rest of the people in the company are a bunch of losers. So Anthropic swooped in, and they're going to absorb Windsurf into their architecture now. The details on that I don't think are known yet. I've looked, I don't see those, but I know that Anthropic's taking them over, minus those few people. These deals close in days because they're honest about what matters most, people. They're not buying real estate. They're not buying assets. They're buying people, or who are the main assets. Companies will spend billions to acquire AI talent while laying off thousands of workers whose jobs can be automated. They value the builders of AI far more than the workers AI can replace. This approach creates a two-tier labor market, astronomical compensation for those building AI systems and increasingly precarious employment for everyone else. It's creating a technological aristocracy where AI builders become the new ruling class while the rest of us compete with the systems they create. A little bit scary when you want to think long-term on that line of reasoning. There's one final contradiction worth exploring. The gap between AI's potential to save lives and its current focus on replacing workers. We've touched on this a little bit in the past, but among the most promising developments is the discovery that it's possible to spot tumor DNA more than 3 years before a cancer diagnosis. That's amazing. These telltale traces could transform early cancer screening efforts, helping doctors detect cancers before any symptoms appear. Also, similar to that, EchoNext, a new deep learning tool, can detect structural heart disease from routine ECGs, sidestepping the cost and scarcity of echocardiography. Trained on over 1.2 million ECG echo pairs, the model accurately identified a wide range of heart conditions and even outperformed cardiologists in a controlled test. These applications demonstrate AI's potential to solve genuinely difficult problems that improve human lives. Yet most investment and development focuses on replacing human labor rather than augmenting human capability in areas where it matters most. While companies build systems to eliminate customer service reps and content creators, breakthrough applications in healthcare remain underfunded and underexplored. This contradiction reveals skewed priorities. Maximizing profit by reducing labor costs takes precedence over maximizing human welfare. Money means more than people. It's a good philosophy. It's a good way to live your life, I would say, if that's what you want to do. The AI revolution is getting closer, hidden behind corporate doublespeak and technological contradictions. Companies celebrate AI's capabilities while denying its impact on jobs. And it's right there in front of us for us to see. If you want to see it. A lot of people, as we've said, stick their heads in the sand. They don't want to see it. They don't want to think about it. The companies invest astronomical resources while claiming modest goals. They value AI builders at billions while treating other workers as disposable. The first step towards addressing this transformation is honest acknowledgement of what's happening and who benefits from it. AI is already eliminating jobs, and corporations are hiding this reality behind euphemisms. I'll see you next time, BS truth seekers, while there are still human content creators left to see. And I think I'll play the old theme song to Laughing with Lincoln next. Enjoy it if you've still stuck around. I appreciate it. I'll see you next episode.
Abraham Lincoln, Mark Twain, and I, Tesla and Edison dropped by. We're learning about this AGI. My name is Luke, laughing and it's clear to me. We're on the verge of brand new history. Computers can talk, they can draw and see. We're creating a new, unique singularity. So come on along and dive right in. We're here to guide you, it's not sink or swim. You'll learn to use it like a pro. Learn AI from us, you'll be good to go.